Everyone, happy Wednesday. Welcome. I'm excited to be with you guys today. I wasn't here yesterday. Kind of a long story. The long and short of it is this. Sometimes when I overwork myself, I end up getting sick with like flu-like symptoms, but I don't have the flu. It's because I haven't rested enough. And yesterday was one of those days. And I just couldn't get it together. I did not even get out of pajamas until almost dinner time. And the only reason I did then is because I thought we were being conned into going to an ice cream social at my kid's school. And then we ended up bribing Ava and offering her ice cream here at the house with all of the neighbors instead of going to the school. If you know people on the school board, please don't tell them this, okay? But I'm all about the bribery on days when you feel like you got the flu, okay? And so thank you guys for grace. So I was sad that I missed you yesterday, but we're going to do a Q&A on here today. So if you'll say good morning when you come on here, I would love it. If you'll also please make note of the white eyeliner, because I'm trying to rock the white eyeliner like it's 1989, okay? So yeah, pay attention to that. I've got some great questions here that you guys have sent me. Good morning, Eliza. Good morning, Bonnie. And I'm going to start with those, and then I'll take your live questions. I hope it's not too noisy out here. Trees are a little noisy. Somebody doesn't know we're going live and has made the mistake of mowing their grass right now. And so if you can hear the lawnmower, I apologize. I don't think of these things because I don't mow, and therefore I don't even think about it. So can you guys hear me all right? Or is the sound of the wind and the mower and the cicadas too loud? Because I hear them all. We good? Cindy says it's crisp in Colorado. Hey, Cindy, that's why too, because I'm like, you know what? It's going to be chilly in Kansas City in the next couple of weeks. I better get my outdoor lives in as well as I can. All right. You guys are saying it's okay. Okay, cool. So we're going to start out with some questions that you guys have sent to me. And if you know any of these people that sent these questions in, tag them, will you? And so we're going to start with Crystal Grenier. Oh, man. Okay, so I have a gate on the deck so that Stella can't get loose. Will you guys hang on 1 second? The gate just blew down. Will you hold on? Because if my dog escapes, I'll cry. Okay, talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Hang on. Hang on. What happened, girl? I'm coming right back. Come here, you. Come on, baby. Come on, girl. Let's go. Good job. I am so sorry about that. But if my dog escaped while I was doing a Facebook Live, my kids would never let me live that down, and I would just cry tears because I seriously have the best dog on the planet. It's Stella the Golden Doodle, and she's amazing. Matt, I don't know how to be other than just real life. So, okay, the dog is now inside of the house because the gate didn't want to stay up, which means I'm kind of rolling the dice here. It's a little bit of a crapshoot. She could destroy something while I'm here on the live, but I'm taking one for the team. Okay, we're going to start with Crystal Grenier, who wants to know where she should sell whatever it is that she makes. Okay, here's my advice to you, Crystal. Sell wherever you naturally play, okay, because that's where you're going to kick butt at. So if you were to take yourself to the dentist to get your teeth cleaned, what social media would you be on? You need to be on Facebook, and you need to sell there. A lot of people in my coaching group have great success with Facebook Marketplace. So try there, but also be selling on Etsy if that's a good fit for you, if you don't have your own website. I am totally 100% behind people having their own website, because otherwise, if you're only on Etsy, you play by Etsy's rules, okay? Your website, your rules. Etsy's rules. And for those of us who are real creatives, sometimes we don't like to play by the rules. Can I get a yes and an amen? I mean, I'm a rule follower, but I also like to do things my way because we're creative, and so are you guys. And so, it's okay to do Etsy. Just make sure you have a website. Let's see. I just missed a couple questions. The Weathered Shed wants to know where my current, hair products are over on my Instagram account this morning. I used a mousse. Also, I couldn't determine how does one spell mousse, because I was like, am I spelling it right for hair mousse? Or is this like chocolate mousse? Like, I'm not sure that I spelled it right, so please give me grace for you people who are all about the spelling. Like, I have no idea if I spelled that right. Shauna says she left Etsy in 2012 and have no regrets. Amen. There's more reasons than just rules that you want your own website. You want website traffic. Why? Well, I teach you in my course how to get ad traffic revenue. so that you're making money when people are landing on your site, okay? So I really hope that that's helpful to you. Crystal with a C. Okay, let's go next. And you know what? Heather Blackwell had the same question about Etsy being a good fit, and so did Krista Bryan. They wanted to know too if they should be doing Etsy. Krista says she's trying to figure out Etsy and the shipping calculations are wigging her out. I'm considering having an Etsy expert in my inner circle next month. I know for sure we have a Lightroom expert who teaches people how to make their pictures better. So if that's something you need, get into my group quickly. One thing I will say to you creative people, and those of you that are selling stuff, okay, this right here, if you want to sell this and you have a craptastic photo on Facebook, ain't nobody gonna buy it. Ain't nobody gonna buy it. So in order to make this thing look like the rock star cup that it is, you need to have a decent background and stellar lighting. In fact, I'm going to show you how important lighting is by bumping up the lighting on this video right now, because I'm like, what the heck? Why all of a sudden, oh, I don't want to do that. Why did it just get like darky dark on me? Hold tight, because I just feel like it went dark. I just feel like it went dark. There. Okay, now see, lighting is everything. Lighting's everything. So whatever you're selling, you have to have great pictures. You've got to remember, especially if you're selling on Etsy, you are competing with 9 jillion batrillion other people. Okay, very few things are first time, nobody's ever done this before, so they're going to sell regardless of the picture type of amazing. No, you got to have really good photos. So we are having a Lightroom expert in my inner circle next month, and I'm thinking about an Etsy expert. Thank you for noticing my makeup, Ellen. I'm rocking the 1989 white eyeliner. That's right, because I'm still recovering from a day in bed yesterday. All right, next. Amber O'Neill says, how do you establish a brand? Okay, so people sometimes, Amber, get hung up on the word brand. And by the way, if you guys have shared this video, for some reason on my last several Facebook Lives, it's not showing your shares. And so I can't like thank you publicly. And so I apologize. Jason and I, Mr. Magic and I, did a Facebook Live from the awkwardness of our bed last night. We were both dressed, but a bunch of you were sharing it, but I couldn't see until I got done. And now today, it's not sharing either. And so sometimes just know that Facebook's on crack, but it's okay. Facebook's still the very best free thing that's ever happened to business owners. All right, so Amber's asking about brands. How do you establish a brand? Amber, don't worry about establishing a brand. Worry about two things. How do you make sales and how do you service the heck out of your clients? How do you love on your people so stinking much? Because that will help your brand to evolve. A brand has to be like this organic thing that comes about. Your brand is what people say about you and who they say your business is when you're not around, okay? That's what a brand is. But so many times we get into this weird thing as entrepreneurs where we get hair in our mouth on Facebook Live, where we think we need to establish a brand, and you don't. You don't need to worry about branding. What you need to do is worrying about how can you make sales and how can you serve the heck out of the people who follow you. Serving the heck out of the people who follow you will organically bring sales, and your brand will organically start to evolve. And the Weathered Shed is exactly right. Most of you, you are the brand. Unless you're Coca-Cola, Starbucks, Apple, who else? Who else? I mean, those are big companies that you and I aren't ever going to compete with. For most creatives, you are the brand. And the reason you need to be the brand is because you think that you just love making wreaths right now. Like, I'll never want to do anything other than making wreaths. Wreaths are amazing. Woo! Come to Jen's class. You make 5,000 wreaths that you sell this year. And then you're going to be like, if I have to see another freaking wreath, I just want to sell anything other than wreaths. That's why you brand yourself. So that as a creative, you can bounce and you're not tied into just the one thing, okay? That was a hot video last night, Robin. That was all sorts of a hot mess with my husband. You just never know what's about to come out of that man's mouth, and it's scary. I'm obsessed with him. My goodness. If I don't want to strangle him, I just want to make out. It's ridiculous. We're 20 years in next month. I either want to shake his neck or cuddle. One of the two. He's amazing. Okay, another question. Now I'm blushing. Okay, so Nicole Hansen says she needs help with time management and she needs to buy more tools and make staging walls, and money's super tight. How do you fund everything if you're starting from nothing? Okay, so if you need a staging wall, listen, my paint finish of the month course, class, group, club, clique, whatever, opens tomorrow, okay? And the very first 2 people who are your guest instructors in there, and by the way, you all better be coming in and joining me in that class. You're gonna start getting emails out the wazoo tomorrow morning, and you better just hit yes, sign me up, because you're gonna no longer be able to buy like my cream cabinet video and my garage door video and my furniture videos. They're all going to be in a library. Those videos all used to be $27 a piece, but now you get all of them. You get 23 of them, plus the turquoise iris, Dion Woods, who's on here, and Tracy's Fancy, Tracy Bellion, for the same price as one video. $27 a month. That's right. So what I want you to do is I want you to join the paint finish of the month. What was your name? What was your name? It was Nicole. And watch how those 2 ladies stage. If you've never checked out the Turquoise Iris, who is our very first instructor in the group, she's teaching you guys how to do an ombre paint finish. It's whoop, whoop, whoop. Watch her staging. Watch Tracy's Fancy staging. They are the best. They're the best. Now listen, you think you need to go buy all this cute stuff at the Hobbly Lobbly to stage your videos or to stage your furniture. You don't. You need an amazing light kit. You need to go to Amazon and get some kick butt backdrops. One that looks like a plank wall. One that looks like a white brick wall. One that your furniture pieces pop off of, right? Dion's staging is the best, Stacy. And you need to put some, you know, cutesy little things on top that you can get a lot of times. First sale at a garage sale. Okay, but remember, lighting is everything. Look at some of the people who are kicking it in the areas where you're weak. And we're not talking about copycatting, but learn from what they're doing and you do it in your business. Nicole, I hope you will join us. Those staging walls off of Amazon are not expensive. You really, honestly, just need one place in your house that is just kick butt, where the lighting is so good that that's where you take pictures at all the time. I took a picture in this outfit on my Facebook page this morning in the entryway of my house. Many of you will probably see that I take a lot of pictures right there. The reason is the lighting is so good that I don't have to dig out light kits. You all have areas like that in your house. A lot of times they're going to be in the entryway, or they're going to be on the west side of your home with filtered lights. Yes, Dion says she offers a staging tutorial on her website. Dion, honey, put your link in here because I love you and I would love it if you bless some people with that, with a link. Okay, next question. Angie K. Loft says she's trying to find followers that are organic and her target market. Okay, so Angie, I hope that you're using Facebook ads. All right, Facebook ads are the best way to find followers that are not organic. They're paid for, but they are your target market. Now listen, if you've been lied to and you've been told don't do Facebook ads because you're just going to get random people in countries that you can't pronounce who are going to be following you and spamming your page, that's a lie. Okay, that's a lie. Those people are doing it wrong. All right, Facebook ads are the best thing that's happened to my business on Facebook. So Facebook ads are essentially this. You're paying for the opportunity for your business to come up on the feed. So when I'm laying in bed at night and I should be paying attention to Mr. Magic, and instead I'm just sitting here, you know, scrolling through the Facebook, and I see something that's sponsored and it's learn DIY finishes in 1 week. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. I'm going to like that page. That's the kind of ad we teach how to do in my inner circle. Tomorrow, I know I'm talking about, we got big things going on tomorrow, you guys. Come on now. Come on now. We got big things tomorrow. I launched the Paint Finish of the Month group, and in my inner circle is a Facebook ads expert showing us how to take an ad from nothing into doing an ad for your business. So if you need ad help, go, 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 go. You guys understand that a lot of these expenses are tax write-offs, right? I keep freezing up, Beverly. I'm so sorry. Stacy says Facebook ads took her from 3,000 people to 10,000 people since April. Stacy is one of the rock stars in my inner circle. Stacy, I just love you and adore you, and your business is amazing. And she was on my podcast. And Facebook ads can do that. The majority of you who are lacking sales in your business, here's the reason. Shauna Rogers, you do need to get an inner circle. And for $47 a month, there's some of you that just need to quit like dinking around. Like seriously. It's $47 a month. It's not millions of dollars. But here's the deal. What was I going to say? It was good too about ads. Oh, some of you have, you need to have more sales, And the only way you're going to get more sales is to enlarge the amount of people you're selling to. So some of you are like, I can't sell anything. Well, it's only because you've only got a couple hundred people on your Facebook page. Take into account that Facebook was only showing about 10% of your overall number, your posts. Now, I teach you ways that you can hope to get more in front of a larger percent than 10%, but just, that's a nice number. So if you've got 1,000 people following you, only 100 are seeing that post. Only 1 to 2% of them are going to buy. That's why you only got one sale last month. So, oh yeah, thank you so much, Stacy, for being in my group. Okay, Kelly Price is struggling with burnout. I love the topic of burnout. I do have a podcast on burnout too. If you want to go to my website, themagicbrushinc.com. I don't look at these questions beforehand because I like to talk off the cuff, so I don't have the link with me. But if you click on, just do a search for the word burnout and my podcast will come up. Okay, Kelly, here's why creative people get burned out. You ready, babe? You ready, babe? Kathy says the inner circle is her gift for her birthday to herself. Yay! Well, if you need Facebook ad help, join before tomorrow so you can see that video. Here's why women in particular get burned out. I don't know how to come from a man's perspective because, I mean, hashtag I'm a girl. So, often you're burned out when you are undervaluing and underpricing yourself. And so here's what happens as a creative person. You feel like you're pretty much giving your stuff away, pretty much working for free, pretty much not charging what you should be, pretty much just feeling like, that tummy ache every time you paint something for someone or make something for someone or your sister-in-law asks for something for free. You know what I'm talking about, right? And anytime you undervalue and underprice yourself, you're going to end up feeling burned out because it feels like you're just spinning your wheels. It feels like you're spinning your wheels. You're getting no traction. Dion says she joined my group in June, and July and August have been your biggest sales months to date. Yay! I'm so glad. That makes me so proud. So when you're underpricing and undervaluing yourself, you end up feeling irritated at yourself, and you're going to end up feeling burned out, okay? Another reason you'll feel burned out is as a creative person, God didn't give you your gift, and it's a God-given gift to be creative, okay? He could have made you an astronaut. He could have made you a dentist. He could have made you a plumber. And he said, no, I'm going to allow this woman to be super creative, to make beauty out of nothing, beauty from ashes, and that's her superpower, okay? So you could have been anything, right? But when you're using your God-given gift and all you're doing is creating for other people, all right? So clients, deadlines, booths, vintage markets, making stuff for your shop, filling your Etsy, blah, 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 blah. And you never make anything for yourself, and you never take the time to paint a sign for yourself, and you never take the time to paint your own walls, and you never take the time to decorate your living room and change around your furniture, you're going to get your pissy pants on. Because God didn't give you your gift for you to constantly, all the time, just be dumping it out. All right? You've got to use the gift in your own life, in your own house, in your own world. So there's times when I'll start feeling really antsy. Creatives, help me out here. I know this is some of you. I'll start feeling like unsettled. How many of you know what unsettled feels like? Where you just can't put your finger on it, but something just, mama ain't feeling right. I want to go a little sideways on people, and I'm not sure why. A lot of times I can trace that back to the fact that I haven't made anything pretty for me in weeks, sometimes months. And when I'm taking care of everybody else's house and my house is in shambles, or I'm doing beautiful paint finishes to put online, but I'm not getting my own stuff done, I end up getting so irritated at myself. And just feeling like I've got my pissy pants on. It's because your gift, honey, you need to enjoy your gift for you and your family too. So that's a second reason people get really burned out. There's two other reasons. Number 3, because my first was you're undervaluing and underpricing. Number 2, you haven't done anything for yourself. Number 3, sometimes you get burned out because you're about to do a shift, okay? Here's the deal. If everything's hunky-dory all the time, God can never shift you slightly, all right? Because when everything's hunky-dory, you're like totally complacent. You're like, yeah, everything is good. It's all good. Why would I want to shift? Well, God will use that irritableness. It's like that. It's, help me out. Isn't there needed like a piece of sand in a pearl to turn that thing into a necklace or something like that? And so you have to have that little like poking of irritation in your business where you're feeling burned out in order to shift. That's the only way God can get you to shift, because if everything's glorious, the shift never happens. Does that make sense? I hope that that makes sense. And the other reason a lot of times you are burned out is because you're bored stiff. If your gift is being a creative and last month you made 536 wreaths, or you painted 14 nightstands in a row white, baby, you're bored as all get out. Do something different. Do an old thing a new way. You're supposed to be a creative person. So that means quit using the same white. Maybe line those drawers with, gold leaf. Maybe instead of doing 500 wreaths, do a swag. I don't know. I'm not a wreath girl, but you know, when you're bored stiff, you're like, burned out. I think one of the best things for burnout is for you guys to get out in nature or to travel. I'm serious. It'll make you feel so inspired. Weird things like the way, I'm gonna get all cheesy, but the way a fall leaf looks like on the sidewalk, and the tips are like the brightest yellow, and the bugs have gotten it, so they're like lacy. Do you know what I'm talking about? But the tips are yellow, and then it's like a brown crunchy on one end. I stop and I literally have forced myself to learn how to appreciate beauty in the dumb stuff. And I'll take pictures of weird things like leaves on the sidewalk, a praying mantis on my Instagram the other day. Things that'll inspire me. I can see a rusty fire hydrant and think of a new paint finish, and I'm not joking. But you got to get out of your house. You got to get out of your studio. You got to get out of your own head. Travel, go for a walk, something. Okay. Stephanie Lynn says she's about to roll out a new product line that she's super excited about. She's also terrified because she doesn't know how to roll it out properly and to make sure it does really well out of the gate. Okay, Stephanie, if you're on my email list, which I hope you are, watch what I do with my Paint Finish of the Month emails starting tomorrow, okay? And that'll show you how to roll something out and how to roll it out properly. All right, Patty Calvert says her biggest issue is getting her name out there so people can find her. Facebook ads. You're on a main thoroughfare in town, but you don't get any foot traffic, and advertising is so expensive. Okay, so I have quit, and I quit like 4 years ago, every advertising dollar except for online, except for on Facebook, because it doesn't, putting stuff in a magazine is like a vanity matrix. Have you guys ever heard of that? A vanity matrix just means you see yourself in print and you're like, hey, whoop, 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 but you didn't have any sales out of it. Stephanie says, oh yes, Stephanie, good. Stephanie, yes, good girl. Then you know exactly what I'm doing with my Paint Finish of the Month. I'm so glad you're in there. The other thing is, one of the things we talk about in my inner circle all the time is going live on your Facebook page. And the amount of women that get foot traffic to their businesses from their Facebook Live is crazy. It's crazy. Do you want to know why? When you show the inside of your store on a Facebook Live video, people are like, what am I missing? She's having a sale. Look at those cute tea towels. So-and-so's there. There's a whole room full of people. What am I missing out on? I want to go call in my best friend. Hey, can you go down to the West Bottoms with me real quick? That's the sort of thing. Linda says you just got a Facebook business page. You don't see where to do stories or a Facebook Live. Make sure you're using the Pages app, Linda. It's on the Pages app. Don't go to your Facebook business page via the regular Facebook icon. You need the Pages app. All right, what else do we have? Let's see. Katie says the demand during the summer, this is Katie Manard Hart. Sales in the summer go way down, and you've tried specials, but you're still struggling. Okay, so in the summer months, we're like the ants in the Bible, and we prepare for the fall, okay? As creative people, the fall is your jam. Starting about nowish, let's just say nowish, through January 1st, you should be able to sell more in the next 3.5 months than you have all year long. And if you don't, you're doing it wrong. I love you enough to tell you that. In these next 3 months, people are going to be handing out their credit card, including me, like it's candy. I ordered my first Christmas ornament online last night. I never order anything from Etsy, like never ever, but somebody had these cute golden doodle Christmas ornaments, and they put it on Facebook with a link to their Etsy shop, and I'm like, oh, I'm all over that, because we got us a cute golden doodle who's hopefully not destroying the inside of my house right now. If there's poop on my floor when I go in there, I'm coming to find you guys. All right, but so During the summer months, we're like the ants in the Bible. We stock up, we prepare, we market our booties off. We take some naps at the pool and we strategize about what we're going to do over Black Friday. Because mama needs a new pair of shoes, right? Mama needs a new pair of shoes. So even though the demand in the summer goes down, you should be able to make enough in quarter 4 that you start preparing for like January, February, you start preparing for the summer months. Yes, Leslie, I'm officially a crazy golden doodle mom. We love Stella. Oh my gosh, except she keeps destroying my plants. Right? I bought a pet ornament, Nicole. Hey, I don't like animals. I mean, please don't write me letters. Please don't write me letters. I don't like animals. I don't like dogs, but I'm obsessed with mine. We just got her in June. Oh my gosh, I adore her. I adore her. Okay, Ashley McGowan says, how do you protect your ideas, your brand, and your vision? You need to learn to use your filter when sharing your excitement, your vision, and your sources. You totally got stabbed in the back because you gave out way too much information on your end. Lesson learned. I was listening to a little video from Brene Brown this morning. Do you guys know who Brene Brown is? She's got a brand new book. She's on a book tour, and she did a little video with Jen Hatmaker last night. And Brene was talking about oversharing too early in a relationship. And she was talking about giving away too much when you're feeling lonely and vulnerable. And I thought, ooh, that's interesting. And so, Ashley, go find that, okay? But here's what I want you to know, all right? When you live with your business like this, okay, let me get prop. We're gonna prop. When you live like this with your business, it's very difficult for your business to grow. There's a saying that if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. That's good. That'll preach. That should be the banner in my inner circle. Okay, because rising tides lift all ships, all right? So if you've got a gang of girls like we do in our inner circle who are supporting each other, who are helping each other with their business stuff, they've all linked arms online. When one of them does well, the others do well. Rising tides lift all ships, okay? But so that saying is, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So I don't like it when people totally do this with their business, and yet we need wisdom on what to share with who and when, all right? Don't share anything with dream killers, all right? And you know who the dream killers in your world are. They may live in your house. They may be at your Thanksgiving dinner table. Those are the people, mum's the word, you don't share jack crap and nothing with, okay? Because all they're going to do is find all the reasons why it's not going to work, why you're a failure, and they're taking their own insecurities and they're dumping them, like just like a hot dumping ground. It's just a dumping fire on your lap for Thanksgiving. So don't share with them, okay? But if you can learn to really live openly with your life and your business, it's amazing what you will attract. So while we need wisdom, it's very difficult to grow when we're constantly like this. There's something to living with your hands open, that when the Lord can just pour things through you and you let it go out to other people, because you sometimes are the bottleneck, all right? So when I'm coaching these women in my group, I'm trying to be as open and transparent as possible, because I don't want to be the bottleneck of the stuff that's coming from the Lord into their businesses. I don't want to be the stopping point where I'm stifling crap and they're only getting 30% of the right answers because I'm too scared to give them all of it. Does that make sense? You can't outgive the Lord, I know that. So just, there needs to be a balance of wisdom between what you share and who with. So, bless you. Okay, TV says she has a problem with overworking herself. Most creatives do. Here's one of the problems. Most of the time, creative people, we love what we do. And so it doesn't always feel like work. The good monitor for that is to ask those closest to you, especially the ones that live in your household, am I working too much? Are my boundaries out of whack? Are we unbalanced right now? Does mama need to be more present? Tell me how you're feeling about my business. And that has always served me really well. Sometimes those questions are painful to hear the answers on. I'm going to be real honest with you. And there's a lot of times we're out of whack. What you need to remember is there's certain times, like right now, we're out of whack in our family because the kids are crazy busy. And guess what? Mom's crazy busy. Starting next week, I'll be traveling 5 out of 6 weeks, 5 out of the next 7 weeks. And having an event here in Kansas City. My Paint Finish of the Month group launches tomorrow. My Creators Roadmap launches next month. But guess what? Guess what? I won't be working hardly at all from Thanksgiving to January 1st. And so, you know, I think there's times when we have to really like kick it in the gear, okay, because we need to eat. And there's other times when we can take our foot off the gas. And so while balance is, I think, a really hard thing to attain, I think it's worth attempting, and to remember that at certain times things will be out of whack and they come back. Okay, so I'm going to lay those down and try to answer your questions. Do you feel like one should pay to watermark your pictures or use a free app? No, we have a watermark that my VA just puts on my photos. You should pay for it one time to have it made, and then use it on all your photos. Yeah, Melissa Sheriff says she doesn't share with her family. They immediately find fault, especially the older ones. Melissa, because we're in such a different day and age than what they're used to. All right? They don't understand that social media has changed everything for business owners. And we can't expect them to. Okay? So nod your head in the appropriate places. Grace, grace, grace to them. Share with the people who get it. Find your tribe. Love them hard. Love them well. Hey, thanks, Robin. Maria says you need help growing your photography business. You're tired of not getting out there and you've had it for 8 years. Maria, so what are you doing in terms of advertising on social media? Do you have a Facebook business page? Are you using the heck out of it? Do you belong to any groups? I have an incredible friend of mine who's in a group with me, Jamie Swanson's. I'm trying to remember the name of her course that's open right now. Make Tog, is that what it's called? If you send me an email, I'll give you a link to it. And she teaches photographers how to kill it in business. She is so good. She's so good. Okay, poor Stella. I know I missed some more. Sorry. Kirsten says you did a live Facebook Live video with your new clothing that came in. I'm guessing you have a boutique, and you had people in your store in minutes. See? Also, in my inner circle, you have access to my Facebook Live training for free. Marnie says you became an affiliate this week. Yay! Awesome. I'm so excited, Marnie. Thank you. Stacy says you're literally going over every huge lesson I've learned today. I'm so glad, Stacy. What else? I know, hang on just a second. I know I missed some more and I'm so sorry. Where do you look for someone to create a watermark? You hire a VA. You hire a VA. I need help with ways of dealing with rude customers. Kelly, if you go to the top of my Facebook page, the pinned post is how to deal with mean clients, because ain't nobody got time for that. Most of us creative people are, we're lovers, not fighters, okay? So for a lot of us, words of affirmation is our love language. And so people get rude and we feel wounded, like take it to heart. How many of you would agree with that? And thank you guys for continuing to share. I can't see who's sharing it, but I do see the numbers and I appreciate you. And so how many of you as a creative person, when people go sideways on you, you're totally like, you're, right? And so on that Facebook Live video, I talk about how you get over that. A VA stands for a virtual assistant, babe. Because here's the world that we live in. Yes, I have Vicki, who's my full-time assistant, admin assistant. Vicki is thebomb.com. If she ever leaves me, I'm just closing down the business, okay? Just hear me now. But I also have, I think, 4 VAs, which are virtual assistants who I've never met in real life, who I've hired from the internet to do certain tasks in my business. There's a lot of strategy behind that. And when I come on here to do a Facebook Live with you guys, you know, there's only so much that I can share on a setting like this, because I need to be very intentional about making sure that the women that are paying me for my advice every month are getting strategy, specifics, names and numbers of people, emails, those sorts of things. And we do share those in the inner circle group. So I have a list of VAs in there. Yes, you're so welcome, Amy. And Carol, I understand, wounded easily as well. And Karen just signed up for my inner circle, yay! So when we're done with this, for those of you who struggle with mean clients, go watch the pinned video that I have here on my Facebook page. And I think that that will be helpful to you to understand how I deal with mean clients. So bless you guys. let me see. I think I got most of your questions. So watch your inbox for my paint finish of the month launching tomorrow. And I'm so excited about it. It's going to be amazing. And I promise to try to get all the rest that I need today. Yesterday was just a hot mess. I just couldn't even do it. Couldn't even do it. I literally laid down and slept through 2 appointments, and I don't know that that has ever happened in my business. I just felt fluish, and so I've got to do better boundaries today. So bless you guys. Again, thank you for sharing this. I appreciate you. And I'll be doing another post in the next couple of weeks. What are your biggest questions? And I'll go live and try to answer them for you as well, okay? Bless you guys, and bless your businesses. And I did a little thing on Instagram this morning. If you don't follow me over there, you should. I had my hair stuff on there today too. But business transformation is literally life transformation. So when I can help you guys physically change your business and what your business, the results of your business and the trajectory of your business and the future of your business, hopefully that's changing lives. All right. And so Melissa, send me an email. I think she's talking about the people that are already in my group. So bless you guys. Talk to you tomorrow.